Hey girlies, it's Augusta. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this going out makeup look. It's perfect for any evening occasion. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, since I have so many makeup tutorials. First, we're going to start with a bare face of makeup. I've already done my skin prep and moisturize using my bronzing drops and moisturizer. Of course, I'm pinning my hair back out of the way, and I like to start this look with eyes because I use tape to make sure that the makeup looks really sharp. All you have to do is get some masking tape or skin safe tape, stick it on your arm first so it's less sticky, and then apply it to the side of your eye at an angle like this. Of course, I've got a fun drink to keep me going while I'm doing my makeup. It really helps romanticize the process. So starting off with eyeshadow, I'm going in with my Naked X Robin Eisenberg eyeshadow palette. I'm mixing together this brown and peachy shade and applying this to the crease of my eyelid in broad sweeping motion. Apply the eye makeup as usual, as if the tape wasn't there, and you'll get such straight results on the side of your eye. This gives a nice warm base for the eyeshadow to sit on top of. Then I'm going in with my Morphe Nude palette and taking a similar brown warm shade. Applying this in the crease but closer to the tape towards the outside of the eye because I want the colours to get darker towards the outside of the eye. And blend these two shades together. For reference, I'm using the brush that came with the first eyeshadow palette, and all the products I'm using will be linked below. Then I take a big fluffy brush, this one's from Morphe, and I take a shade similar to my skin colour to brighten up the lid of my eye towards the centre. For a shimmery shade, I'm going back in with my Urban Decay palette and the more precise side of the brush with this nice gold shade. Applying this in broad motions all over the lid, just on top of where I put the previous colour. I'm blending it all together. Then I'm taking a highlighter. This is the MUA Shimmer highlighter in rose gold, using the same more precise side of the brush. I like to use this for the inner corner of my eye and underneath the outside of the brow bone. I found that highlighter just gives so much more pigment than eyeshadow. Now that the eyeshadow's done, I'm gonna go in with my winged eyeliner. I'm obsessed with this one from Hourglass Cosmetics. It's their Voyeur Ultra Dark Eyeliner. Using the side of the tape as a guideline for the wing of the eyeliner, this makes it so much more easy to make sure that both wings are at the same angle and look super good and crisp. I honestly live by this makeup hack, so if you haven't tried it, please do and let me know how you found it. I can also create an in-depth eyeliner tutorial, so if you're interested, please comment that down below. The final step before moving on to the base is taking this small thin angled brush and my darkest shade from my Nude palette to line the waterline of the top of my eye. Be careful when you do this that you don't poke your eye, but I find this lasts way longer than an eyeliner pencil. Then I take another brush, you can clean the same brush or use a different one, and the gold shade from my Urban Decay palette to line the bottom waterline so that it really pops and mirrors the shimmer on the top of the eyelid. Now for my favourite step, which is removing the tape and revealing such a crisp line on the side of your eye. You can see the difference. For the base, I'm going in with these two products, the e.l.f. Halo Glow and the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush foundation. I use shade 3 in both of these and love to draw hearts with the foundation stick. This makes doing the makeup more fun and also applies the perfect amount of halo glow to my face. Then I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury and applying a really small dot on my cheeks and forehead, since this is super full coverage. Mixing these two products together gives me the nice glowy base from the Halo Glow, but also nice coverage from the Charlotte Tilbury, and it's super long lasting wear. Blending this all together with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. Of course, I dampened it before, and that makes the products blend even more nicely. When you're doing this, don't forget to blend the foundation down onto your neck, because we don't want a line along our jawlines. The more you blend your makeup, the more professional it's going to be in the end. Going back in with the thin angled brush one more time, and the same shade I line the bottom waterline with, just to add a small shadow underneath the eye, keeping it really tight to the waterline so it doesn't look tired or give a fallout like effect. My current concealer obsession is the Rimmel Multitasker. I'm using shade 4 Ivory, and I apply this 3 dots under my eye as shown, as well as around my nose and chin, and a tiny dot on my forehead too. While I wait for this to get tacky, I'm going in with my W7 bronzing stick, using the highlighter side on the bridge and tip of my nose and Cupid's bow and cheeks, and then I use the bronzer side to contour my nose, applying it along the sides of my nose close together so it looks more slim, and the bridge for a butter nose effect, then blending it all together using the same beauty blender just to give a super flawless finish. Being careful along the side of the eye to get it close but not on top of the eyeliner. For cream blush, I'm using the Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand from Charlotte Tilbury again, applying just a super small amount since it's super pigmented, and using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush to blend this out in an upwards motion to make my cheeks look nice and lifted. You can blend the excess onto the temples as well to give a nice rosy look. Going in with another Charlotte Tilbury product, the Airbrush bronzer, I have shade 2 and I'm using a Real Techniques brush in 400 to apply this in a 3 shape across the side of my face, as shown by Kim Kardashian herself. I blend this in broader motions just to make my face look nice and bronzy. And you can even use an eyeshadow brush to touch up the nose contour if you wish to. Next up, I'm taking the Hourglass Cosmetics Ambient Blush in Luminous Flush shade. Taking a smaller brush from Real Techniques and applying this directly on top of where I applied my cream blush to give a nice shimmer. And then I'm going in with my MUA Shimmer highlighter again and the same brush, applying this along my collarbones and shoulders just to make my décolleté look just as glowy as my face, and sweeping the excess over my cheekbone. I'm then taking the small end of the same eyeshadow brush I was using before to highlight my Cupid's bow and bridge and tip of the nose just where I put the cream highlighter. Make sure you blend these in for a seamless look. Next up, I'm going in with my Maybelline Express Brow Pencil to fill in my eyebrows. I only fill in them lightly since my eyebrows are already quite dark compared to my hair, but I underline the center and then focus more on the arches and ends of the eyebrow where they're more sparse. Then I brush this product through using a spoolie just to make sure the product is evened out and it gives a natural eyebrow look. Of course, I have to set them in place, and I always use my NYX brow glue, brushing them in an upwards motion at the center and then out at a diagonal as I reach the tail end of the brow. Taking a flat eyebrow brush to flatten them out and make sure that they're not too spiky. And of course, doing the same on the other brow, trying to make them look as similar as possible. I've applied a lot of products, so I need to set them in place, and I always use my Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. Taking the flat side of the Real Techniques Beauty Blender and dipping this in the powder, I apply a heavy layer underneath my eyes as well as alongside the nose to help the nose contour have a more impactful effect. I also take it along the sides of my cheeks to make them look super snatched and make the contour stand out. Curling your eyelashes is almost as important as the mascara itself, so I'm going in with my Tweezerman eyelash curler and really curling them from the base of the eyelash, and I pulse it a few times to make them super curly. Then I'm obsessed with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara because it gives such good volume and length. I always coat the outer lashes first to give a fox eye effect and to make the eyes look more drawn out to the side and bigger. Make sure you coat both sides of the lash to make them look super voluminous, as well as a little bit on the bottom lashes too, because the eyelashes can transform your makeup look. I'm brushing away the powder using a big fluffy brush. This one is from Real Techniques brush 403. And I'm just going to go in and touch up that gold under eyeliner one more time to make it really pop now that I've done the powder and all the base. For lips, I'm first going in and lining them with the Max Factor lip liner in shade 6, Mauve Moment. I love to line the bottom lip just as its natural shape and then the sides of the top lip as well, but overlining the center of the top lip by the Cupid's bow. This gives a super pouty effect. For For the center, I'm going in with my MAC Holiday Collection lipstick in dark red. I'm just patting it lightly and blending it together using my ring finger to give a more natural effect. My favorite going out lip gloss is this one from Collection Cosmetics. It's the Plumping Lip Gloss, and it just gives such a nice shine to the point where your lips literally look like glass. So I love to touch this up when I'm on the go. No makeup look is complete without perfume, and I'm obsessed with the Kylie Cosmetics Cosmic Perfume. But there you have it, the full going out makeup look tutorial. It's such a staple and goes with every outfit, but it's still fun and sparkly. Let me know what you thought and what makeup looks you'd like to see from me next. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I've linked so many of my other makeup tutorials below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!